what is self-love? I think sometimes it's hard to know what self-love is because we already have trouble knowing what love is. So knowing how self-love affects your life can be very confusing. I think to me, self-love is all about building yourself from the ground up. So you're building your self-trust by being disciplined and consistent in what you're wanting to do. So like if you want to do that workout, you need to get up and do that workout, because otherwise you're betraying yourself. And it's like in any relationship, if you don't trust a person in front of you and you think like you're gonna have doubts that they're cheating on you, then you building up that toxic relationship, whereas maybe they never were gonna do that, but because you believed so, because you didn't trust them, it was felt in the energy. So it's the same with you. You need to trust yourself. You need to be able to build that self-trust from the ground up. It's also about recognizing patterns and behaviors that come from your past or from traumas, and you need to work on them, because I know it was very hard, everything you went through. I know it was unfair, but it built you up. Now you're like stronger and ready to take on the world because you went through that. I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not justifying what people did to you, because it's totally like unfair. You should have never have to go through that. But you need to focus on the present now. And the present is, do you want to identify as a victim, or do you want to identify as a survivor? um, and you need to move on from this. I'm sorry, I know it's hard. I know forgiveness is super hard. I've been through this. I'm always saying it's a work in progress, because it is. It's always a work in progress. And it's just like also self-love, like being able to let go of things that hurt you, because it's just letting. Forgiveness is not forceful by saying, okay, like I forgive you, I accept that what you did to me. No, it's letting go of the hate, of everything that happened to you and of the person if you want. But me, it's more also of the situation, and how it's also forgiving myself for how I responded to things and how it still affected me when it shouldn't have. And yeah, I think that's like the biggest things that you need to do is also building your confidence, because through self-trust and through dealing with your traumas, you're building that confidence where you look in the mirror and you're like, okay, I love myself. I have flaws, I have my qualities, I'm like a beautiful mess, but I love myself, like who I am. I'm so proud of myself for overcoming all of this, for being here today. Sorry, for being here today, and for just like focusing on what I want. I'm not saying that you have to hustle every day, because if that's not your vibe, that's not your vibe. It shouldn't be your vibe, because you need to focus on you. But I'm just saying that you need all that to really love yourself. And it always be a journey. It's never gonna be 100% okay every day. You're gonna have days where your mindset is just going in the gutter, because I don't know, you've been around an energy vampire, or your boss is toxic, or whatever, and you can't leave that job because like you need that money. But it's just about like letting go. So you need to detach yourself from people and situations. Do not care what they think. It's fine. They don't like you, they find you standoffish, they find you too sweet, or whatever. Like even me, like I'm just telling you what I think, but you don't have to care about what I'm telling you, because you're yourself. So do what fits for you. But I think you owe it to yourself to love yourself, because if nobody loved you before, or they didn't show you how much love you were deserving of, I think it's right to now focus on that on yourself, so that you can also attract this. Because if you don't love yourself, if you don't show people how you treat yourself, then they're not gonna treat you that way. Like we are mirrors in our society. Humans um humans mirror attitudes and like even placements. Like when somebody crosses their arm, they're gonna cross their arm too. Like it's just humans that are like this. So if you want somebody to treat you right, you need to treat yourself right first, because otherwise you won't show them how to treat you, because then your standards will be so up that if a guy or a girl, whatever, treats you the way you don't like, you'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry, but then we're not fitting. Like have a good time on your own, but me, I want to be treated like princess treatment or king treatment. I don't know. I love you. I'm very proud of you because you're still here and you're an amazing person and you are a miracle. You're my little miracle, okay? And I love you.